Hello and welcome to today's video on simple steps to boost engagement, maximize giving, and accelerate church growth. Now, when it comes to the growth of your church, do you find yourself facing many of these common challenges, such as declining giving, lack of new members, struggles to find volunteers, difficulty managing cash and check donations, challenges with promoting online giving, limited giving opportunities, failing fundraising efforts, capital campaigns that fall flat, and overall limited church growth? Well, if so, these are many common issues that many churches face today. But with that said, we're going to jump into some different strategies of how you can avoid these challenges and fix them for good. Now, obviously, there are a lot of different giving platforms available in today's world. Many churches are already utilizing online giving. But if you aren't using a giving platform currently, or maybe you're just looking to make a switch to a better option, why would you choose Vanco? Well, there are many different reasons, but some of them include things like our white glove customer service and support, our free mobile church app, enhanced giving pages, multiple donation options, no long-term contracts, complete data security. It integrates seamlessly with over 60 church management systems. You'll get quick access to donated funds. We offer free launch materials and in-depth training to drive church growth. We have over 20 years of experience helping over 25,000 churches to grow giving and much more. Now, in addition to those great reasons, our team at Vanco put together 10 simple steps to boost engagement, maximize giving, and accelerate church growth. And with this simple framework, we can help turn your church into a thriving community. So the foundation of our process starts with setting up your online giving tools and giving pages, hosting community events and small groups to attract new members, effectively sharing your giving link online and with your community, promoting recurring giving to your members, showcasing stories and the impact your donations can make, thanking givers and providing updates on impact, creating internal champions, maximizing fundraising efforts, simplifying capital campaigns, and utilizing giving data to scale growth and increase retention. And so with that said, I'm going to dive into the software itself and show you how easy it is to utilize the tools here at Vanco to implement these 10 steps so your church can boost engagement, maximize giving, and accelerate growth. All right, so now that we're in the software itself, I wanted to showcase some different strategies we talked about earlier to accelerate church growth, engagement, and giving. So the first step is to set up your online giving tools. And so here we are on our example Vanco Valley Community Church page, and this is the type of site that you can set up and where you can host your online giving pages for your various causes. And so for example, you can see we have recurring gifts, general donations to support the church, even a church retreat fundraiser. And so you can send this link to people throughout your community. It could be a part of your online digital bulletin. You can set up QR codes to this page in general to showcase around your community throughout your physical bulletins, to showcase during services, lots of different options. And you can even link directly to a specific cause, such as this recurring gift page. So now we're here in the back end of the system, and I want to show you how simple it is to create one of these sites for your church and to set up new giving tiles and giving pages. So first off, you want to create your site. It's very simple. We can just say something like test church. Now it gives you the option to select different tiles that you want to add. We have several different ones already. So maybe something like a capital campaign, a church retreat fundraiser, maybe the ongoing donut breakfast you have. Maybe you have specific giving related to holidays like Easter, maybe a fundraiser, lots of different options. So we can add these tiles that we've already built, but it's very simple to also add new tiles. So what we can do is simply go to the tiles section, scroll to the top, and then do a new tile. You could do a specific payment if you're collecting payments, or you could do something like a gift as another option if it's some type of donation. So we could say something like Sunday school support. And then these funds go to support ongoing Sunday school. Again, you can type whatever you want in here. And we have different options of what you could have the button say as well. I'll just go with donate now, and we'll move on to the next step. Another neat feature is that you can upload custom images here. So if you had a photo from your Sunday school, in this case, that could be something great worth adding. Again, when you utilize real photos of your church community, it builds more trust and connectivity with your church. So we'd recommend that. But if you didn't have anything like that to utilize starting out, there's a full library of stock images you can use. So we could just say Sunday school, see what comes up. And we've got a lot of different options here. So let's just say I went with this option here. Again, I can save and continue. Now you just need to set up some of the details of when people can donate and where the funds need to go. So I can just select a general fund here, one of them that we've done, or you can upload a new fund. And then you simply need to choose the frequency of the donation. I'm going to have all of these options selected just so people can choose which one makes sense for them. You could set up installments, you could add an end date if you choose, and you could even include some custom fields if you want. I'll just leave those blank for now. Again, we can see what the tile looks like now, and then you can showcase where you want this tile to be visible. I'll go with test church since that's what we just made, and then we'll hit done. So again, if I wanted to check out the site we just built, we've got test church here, and then I will simply view the site. And now, as you can see, we've got our test church set up. We've got things that we included previously, like the fall fundraiser, Easter giving, the donut breakfast, and we also now have the Sunday school support tile here as well. So if people wanted to donate to that, you can set the amount, choose what type of donation it is, whether it's one time or recurring. And then again, you can also choose the frequency as well. You can add that donation and then simply send that donation to your church. There's also the option to even share this tile specifically. So if your community members wanted to do that, they can do that as well. Now, in addition to your online giving pages and tiles, you also have the option of utilizing our mobile church app, and this streamlines online giving even further. It allows you to access recurring gifts, events management, small group management, private chats, and much more. On top of that, our system also includes elements for text giving for churches, giving your members the opportunity to give when it's convenient for them. And this really allows you to take advantage of the key giving moments as they occur and happen in real time. Your members can set up recurring gifts or one-time donations, and you're even able to connect these text donations to specific causes you're looking to provide donations for. And so this is really step one of the process of growing your community and accelerating growth. The next step focuses around encouraging your members to attend community events in small groups. And this can really help you attract new members and build a closer knit community. And when people feel more connected, they tend to give more. And so this is a great strategy to also accelerate giving throughout your community. And so there's several ways you can utilize our tools to help facilitate these types of events in small groups. One element is that we have our events management system. And so if you wanted to set up something like a recurring group and register attendees for your small Bible study groups, that's a great option. So I've got an example here showcasing this small group Bible study. We've got it happening weekly. And so people can simply click on a date and register. And again, this is a free event, so we can simply do that. And then people could simply add their information here to register themselves for this small group Bible study. Now, another option could be more of a bigger type of event, so something like a fall festival or a harvest fest. And so maybe your plan is to register people outside of your church membership. And so you want to advertise this and promote this festival to the greater community. This could be a great option to do that as well. And so it has things like the dates of the festival, a little about section, where the event is taking place. You can customize the imagery here to fit your church's brand and simply book now. And so we have different options here. We have options of paid registrations for this event. So maybe it's a guest ticket or a senior ticket or even free options for children. And you even have the option to add a donation button. So if people are feeling generous, they can leave a donation here as well. Similar process, since this is a paid option, it has the options of people to enter their information here, and we can purchase these tickets. And people can simply add these to their Apple or Google Wallet. They can add it to their calendars if they choose. They can download their tickets or even view their tickets. And again, if you are checking people in at the event, we have our volunteer-friendly scanning app where people can simply scan these and add people to the event. Now, if you wanted a simpler version of this, you could certainly create a tile. So maybe you're doing something like a pancake breakfast. You could simply have a new tile, create the gift, and we'll do pancake breakfast. Maybe you're doing a small fundraiser within your community. Just enter the info. Just say donate now. And we'll do pancake breakfast. Choose the image. And save and continue. Same element, choose the fund, choose the donation, save and continue. We'll put this on our test church, done. And so now this tile has been created. I can actually scroll down to find this option. So we've got our pancake breakfast we just made. And now you have the option to create a QR code if you choose. And so this is something you could print off and showcase around your community to drive donations for this event. Or again, you could copy the link to the tile directly if you chose and share this in your community bulletin or on social media, whatever the case might be. Or if you just wanted to go to your general site of Test Church, we could view that as well. And you can see we have the pancake breakfast listed here as well, now on your online giving page. Several different ways you can promote your events to your community and options to simplify registration or donations related to these types of events. The next step of this growth framework is to effectively share these links with your community. And so we've showcased some different strategies already how to do that. But again, as a quick refresher, when you're on either your site page here in your platform, you can click the three dots and copy the link, or if you want to embed this on a website, you have that option. Or again, if you wanted to view the QR code, just simply click that. If there's specific tiles that you wanted to showcase, once you've built the tile, it's the same type of option. So if we had the family festival here, we could copy the tile link. So you can see links directly to that tile. You can have an amount, decide what the frequency or on a future date when you want to donate. Lots of options here. Let's go back to the tiles here. Or again, this family festival, we could view the QR code quickly as well. We also have an outreach module. So if you wanted to email your community and church members that have given before, you can simply click on the email portion here. And again, if you wanted to compose an email, you could have this email address where you want people to send the replies to. You can choose where you want to send the email. We have various email templates. So it could be for first-time givers, a new recurring gift. Maybe the outreach is asking for a specific donation, like the Feed the Hungry drive, various things like that. Enter the subject, schedule when you want to send it, any attachments you might want to include. And then you can even write a full-on custom email if you choose as well. So this is another great way to ramp up engagement and to effectively promote your online giving links. Now, another great element is that we have full-on training courses here at Vanco that will walk you through step-by-step on how you can utilize these effective strategies to promote your giving links beyond what I'm showcasing here today. So be sure to connect with us to find out more details on that as well. Next phase of our success system is to promote recurring giving to your members. So there's several elements to simplify this process within the Vanco system. One example of that is in our donors tab. And so you can actually create tags of specific donor types. And so you can see here we have things like first-time donors or top givers. In this case, we're going to want to dive into our first-time donor tag. And so if I go back over to the donor section, I can filter by that and we'll come up with the donors that meet that criteria. I could export that if I chose to. Another great option to outreach those individuals is with our email section. So if I wanted to compose a new email, I could click this to section, and in this case, start typing first-time donors, and I can select that. So if I wanted to send a specific email to this group of people that have donated once, I might reach out suggesting that they become a recurring donor, and this is a great way to reach them. Another option is on the giving pages itself. So likely you want to set up some type of recurring donation option and a giving tile for that. So we've got this one here with recurring gift. So if I wanted to share this tile, I could simply share that QR code or copy the link. And again, this link I might showcase in that email, which I was just sharing, that was being sent out to first-time givers. I could also highlight this option of setting up a recurring gift throughout Sunday services. You could include a link in your digital newsletter, highlight a QR code during service on screen, or even print off this QR code in your physical bulletins or giving cue cards throughout Sunday services. So a lot of different options to promote recurring giving effectively using our tools. Next step is to showcase stories of impact and the power that ongoing donations can make. And so this can be integrated and part of your giving tiles. And as I highlighted earlier, when you visit your dedicated giving pages, you have the option to customize the text here underneath this image. And so you could showcase a story of impact and the value recurring donations can make. You could send out an email template highlighting success stories or impact that your donations have made across the community. This could be related to specific causes, ongoing fundraisers, and much more. Another great aspect is we've built full-on courses for each one of these steps within our success system. And so you can see here with module 5, simplifying the online giving process, we highlight plenty of training and resources related to improving recurring giving. And so we've included things like giving letter templates, how to craft effective church newsletters, and much more. And you'll get access to all of this as well throughout the process of working with our team. Next step of our system is thanking givers and providing updates of impact. And so as you can see here, we have an entire module on this in our training resources. We also include things like crafting letters that resonate with your members, thank you message templates, and much more. And as I showcased, you can segment your donors, who you would want to send thank you messages to, and even utilize our email outreach templates to effectively reach out and thank donors as they continue to give to your church. The seventh part of our system is to create internal champions. And so you can see we have full video training on this as well as an in-depth study guide, but you can also even utilize our tools to facilitate this process and make things even easier. And so we showcased it before, but you can segment your donors and utilize the outreach, and we even have reporting. And this can help you find detailed reports like your most active contributors, monthly activity reports, and more. And this can help you find your top donors, engaged members, and various segments like that, which you can highlight in recognition emails and other options throughout your community to highlight these members in the effort to turn them into internal champions that showcase and highlight your community, invite people to events, become volunteers, and much more. Another element is all of your giving tiles can be shared. And so if these internal champions wanted to share this on their Facebook pages, on Twitter or X, through email or any other means, they have that option as well. The eighth step is to maximize your fundraising efforts. And so again, this is very simple. You can promote things like a fall fundraiser here where people can donate directly. We also have our event system. So if you wanted to host in-person fundraising events, something like a fall church barbecue, that's another great option to raise funds. You have the email outreach option, so you can send specific emails to help you fundraise and much more within our platform. The next step is to simplify and maximize your capital campaigns. And so again, our tools make this very easy. So you can see here we have a giving tile dedicated specifically to a capital campaign. You can send people here directly or just include this in general on your giving pages and giving site. And so you can see here a little bit more of a detailed description of what the church is looking to achieve, how much they're looking to raise, what those funds are going to be going toward, and much more. There's even the option to share this, so you can include this link directly in emails. You can utilize a QR code, and your internal champions can share this as well. We also have mobile giving options with our online mobile app, and we have text giving options as well, simplifying this process, which gives you many different ways to share your giving links and capital campaigns to your community. The final step of our system is to scale growth and increase retention throughout your community. And so I've showcased some of these reports earlier, but these are another great area to dig into to find things like your active contributors to make sure you thank them and offer recognition. You can find expired credit cards to make sure your members' payments stay up to date. You can find failed transactions to isolate payment issues and more. You can keep tabs on things like your weekly activity reports and much more. We also have our Insights module, which allows you to dive even deeper into the data and find things like at-risk donors, find out details about donor churn, dig into details like donor giving distribution so you can understand how giving is distributed amongst your donor base, which could help you expand into key areas and avoid reliance on only top donors, and the list goes on and on. And so we give you plenty of tools and resources to dive deep into the data, to analyze giving trends throughout your community, and so you can adapt your giving strategies to maximize donations throughout your community. Well, now that you have a better idea on how you can specifically utilize Vanco to accelerate church growth, engagement, and giving, I wanted to showcase a great success story of one of our clients using Vanco. And so one of our customers, Shadow Rock Congregational United Church of Christ, embraced Vanco's eGiving platform to move beyond outdated platforms they were currently using to enable some game-changing improvements. And so with our system, they were able to automate donations, replacing many of their manual processes, utilize batch reports, which helped them to simplify weekly reconciliation and allowed them to cut their admin work in half. They were able to implement donor-covered fees, which empowered their givers to keep their card rewards while also letting the church avoid extra costs. It allowed them to utilize flexible donation links, which allowed their church leadership to quickly launch campaigns, which was extremely helpful with raising funds for a sudden air conditioning replacement. It opened the door for nationwide reach, which allowed them to acquire donations across the country in response to their compelling ministry stories. And overall, it led to much stronger financial stability through utilizing our fee covering options and implementing recurring donation strategies. And Shadow Rock UCC is just one of many great success stories we have with our clients here at Vanco. We actually did a benchmark study of 25,000 churches using our systems, and they experienced an average of 159% increase in online giving. When you get started today, our goal is to help your church be the next great success story utilizing our system. So getting started is incredibly simple. You can connect with our team at vancopayments.com or give us a call directly at the number you see here on screen. But be sure to get started today and let our team help you build your optimized giving system today. We look forward to working with you and are excited to see your church be the next great success story we share here at Vanco. Thanks so much for watching, and we look forward to working with you.